playing good ball, and everybody's been contributing. You know, it's hasn't been many games where me and AD shot the ball. I think we were 12 for 36 from the field, but the rest of the guys picked us up. So myself and AD was just trying to do everything else that we could. AD getting offensive rebounds, making free throws down the stretch. You know, I continue to find my guys. Obviously, a big-time shot by D'Lo right there in that strong corner by their bench. It was a good all-around team win.
What's the importance level now? If you have a couple days, get your bodies right, think about Denver, do all that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to Denver, but you know, this was a long-ass road trip. You know, you almost forget that we was in Memphis before these two games. You know, tonight was definitely a playoff game. So getting your mind right, getting your body right, you know, trying to get as much recovery we can before we have to go out there on Saturday. On the floor on Saturday versus Denver. So that's the main thing.
This team hasn't been the best defense, finished in the middle of the pack in the league in defensive rating, but tonight there was like a level that rarely been seen out of this group. How equipped are you guys to keep that level throughout the postseason?
Well, I mean, obviously that's what win ball games in the postseason. That's defending. Obviously, you know, you got to score the ball, you got to be efficient, you got to not turn the ball over, but defensive stops, and you know that's keys to runs. You're able to get a few stops in a row, you're able to get some scores, you're able to get to you know, some good runs where you can go on a 9-2 run or a 10-2 run or whatever the case may be, force your team to call a timeout and gain some momentum. So, you know, we worked off our defense tonight.
For you personally, how do you pace yourself to be able to get more on that end this time of year?
No, ain't no more pace. Pace yourself for what? It's now the sprint. It's the sprint now. We already went through the marathon.
My point being, now you have a different level you can reach on that end, and you'll tap in.
Yeah, I do whatever it takes. I mean, you know, all the percentages and all that shit is out the window. The season's over with, so it's about just winning. Win again.
You took a couple Zion charges in December.
Yeah.
Was this one worse?
Yeah, this was a good one. That was a good one.
You guys entered the postseason last year. That is a good shot. Playing Austin has a big game one. It kind of sets the stage for everybody to contribute to what you were talking about tonight. With what you got from Gabe in the second quarter.
Yeah.
What you got from D'Lo late. What does that say about the health of the team as a whole? Like, I guess more spiritually than anything, that it's everybody's contributing at this point.
It's been my tone all season. You know, it's been, if we can get healthy, or when we're healthy, or how healthy we can get, is going to determine how well we play. This is about as close as healthy as we've been, and we still without a big piece in Vando. So, but tonight we showcased what we're able to do, both offensively and defensively. We got a good group going right now, good rotation, good plan, and guys are coming in ready to go.
Does that give you more confidence in these guys, or are you already at this point where you trust these guys in big games?
Yeah. I'll never lose confidence in my teammates, ever.
What are your preliminary thoughts on the Denver matchup?
Preliminary thoughts, it's a defending champion. They know what it takes. They know how to win. They've been extremely dominant in their home floor over the last few years. You know, they got a MVP on their team. They got a closer on their team. They got high-level players, high IQ players. They got a hell of a coach. So, you know, we have to play mistake-free basketball and make it tough on them. They're gonna try to make it tough on us, obviously. But if we can play as great as game we can play, they're gonna play as great as game they play. It's gonna come down to 1 or 2 possessions, you know, and we'll see who executes them.
Last question.
Ron, at the beginning of the season, Zion said that you had the blueprint. Tonight he has 40, but he goes out with an injury. Where's your assessment of a guy like Zion in year 5?
It's going to be great for a long time. You know, obviously, you know, it's had a slow start to the season this year, but I mean, he's a generational player, a generational talent. He's going to continue to get better and better and better. And tonight was just a small microcosm of how great he can be. You know, his ability to get downhill, finish versus smalls, finish versus bigs, taller guys, shorter guys. It doesn't matter. And one thing about him, he's not afraid to compete. So that's a great thing. He's a star. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian.
Remember when LeBron missed the playoffs and he was like 19? Like he's in the postseason again. And, well, you see, every time he's going to make a bucket, he breaks the all-time scoring record for postseason points. I mean, he just leading it all. Number 1. Guess what he gets now in round 1? The defending champs. It'll test him, but he'll be ready. Dave McMenamin watched it all down there in New Orleans. Big win for LA. But, Dave, I don't know if any team goes around, you know, like, woohoo, we're number 7. But give me the mood at the Smoothie Center in the locker room after the victory.
Well, LeBron James addressed his teammates in that locker room and said, hey, man, it's not many times I'm going to shoot 6 for 20 from the field. We wouldn't have won this game without all of your contributions. So it was the type of win where every player on the Lakers roster walks out of the arena tonight feeling good about their contributions. And now they turn their attention to Denver. Obviously, the Nuggets have been on this team's mind since last May when they got swept out of the Western Conference Finals. And the Lakers haven't beat them since. They lost every game in the regular season matchup to this team. But I was talking to Anthony Davis about it, and obviously there was a lot of talk going into tonight whether the Lakers should try to tank this game to avoid the Nuggets in the first round. He said he learned a message from Monty Williams early on in his career, which was if you mess with the game, it's going to turn around and mess with you. So Anthony Davis never had the mentality that the Lakers should try to avoid Denver by not playing their best tonight. They get that win. They're going to get a couple days of rest. Anthony Davis says he's positive he will be 100% with his back come Saturday. And LeBron said if the Nuggets play their perfect game and we play our perfect game, it's just going to come down to a couple possessions. Let's see who can execute better when it comes down to that.
Yeah, but they're going to have to do it 4 times in 7 of those games. So we would expect the Lakers and their players to say all the right things, even after getting dusted 8 straight times. You've been around them enough to, like, how much of this do I believe in what they're saying? Because you know them and body language and all the rest that comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the question is it unreasonable to expect LeBron at 39 years old and year 21 to be able to make plays down the stretch against the guy who's probably going to win MVP for the 3rd time this year, who's smack in the middle of his prime in Nikola Jokic. And like, LeBron's been superhuman. We've seen it. But even tonight, we saw some slippage late in the game, and Austin Reeves stepped up and made some plays. D'Angelo Russell stepped up, made a big 3. Can those guys make those same type of plays against the defending champs when LeBron can't carry it all, because that's a juggernaut of a Nuggets team? That's what it's going to come down to. Thus far, we saw the role players last year for Denver, the Aaron Gordons, the Kentavious Caldwell-Popes, a superstar role player in Jamal Murray make all the plays that the Lakers didn't. We'll see if a year of seasoning will put the Lakers in a better position to make it a competitive series.
The question now becomes, I thought I was asking the questions, but I get it. We know what the roles are here. It's fantastic. Thank you, Dave McMenamin, and we'll pick up with your work in Denver.
Thanks, John Anderson.
I like the ISO shot to our director, just to make sure the ISO. I don't want to be in the gym no more. I want to be right there. You understand? Right there with the solar shot, because it does look. It does look good. That's a good-looking brother right there. That's number one.
Stephen A.
And I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me, Molly. Don't interrupt me, Molly, because I want to get to the bigger point.
Sure.
The bigger point is this: I don't like the question you posed to Wendy. Of course they shouldn't do it. Of course they shouldn't do it, Wendy. I was saying, might they? And that's where I go to you. Might they? We know they shouldn't. You play to win the game.
Yeah.
But are they considering, might they consider avoiding the Denver Nuggets at all costs, Shannon?
No, I don't think because it goes against everything that you're taught to do as a professional athlete, or as any athlete. You play to win the games. I think the thing is, I think the Nuggets had a strategic meltdown against San Antonio because they knew in the second round they would possibly be matched up against the Clippers or the Mavericks, which posed them a huge threat. Sure, I believe that's what happened, but I believe the Lakers.
You think they botched that game? That was a disastrous loss for them. There's no way. They don't feel they're not afraid of anybody.
Exactly. You up 20 points against only Wemby, and you lose with the guy that's about to be a 3-time MVP, and you lose that game, Wemby. Come on now.
No way, Shannon. No way.
Exactly. No way. That's exactly what I'm saying, Wendy.
That was a devastating loss. That was as big of a loss as there's been in the last month in the NBA.
The whole year. The entire year.
That was a terrible loss for the Nuggets. They could give up home court in the conference finals. No way. I got to put a stop to you right there. No way that happened.
But hold on. Do you actually think hold on, they're the number 2 seed. Do you actually think that the OKC Thunder is going to make it all the way to the Western Conference? Do you think they fear the OKC Thunder having home court? Really?
I don't
This
think
might
they
be the
fear
weakest.
anything.
This might be the
I don't think
weakest
they
number one seed in the
Wow, the
NBA.
disrespect
in a
for
very
Oklahoma
long
City
time.
is
That's very
crazy,
disrespectful,
dudes.
Shannon. That's
Stop
very
it.
disrespectful.
Name
Give me the
one.
weakest number one seed.
Weakest.
Oklahoma City,
Yes.
led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
Yes.
the MVP.
Who's
to
22
me.
well behind it there? Smell like Similac.
Oh, okay, you can bite the line all you want to,
Yeah.
but this brother averaged 30.
This is the weakest number one seed that we've seen
You're
in
going
a
to eat these
very
words,
long
man.
time.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to look. I'll give you a chance to take it back. This is a good team. Is it the 2017 Warriors? No, it's not. But that's a good team. This is the most competitive the Western Conference has been in 15, 20 years. The 10th seed Warriors are a great team. I'm telling you, they are a really good team.
How great are you if you're the 10th seed?
And the Thunder, that's what I'm saying. Look how good these teams are. The Warriors went 27-12 in the second half of the season. They're 10th. What does it say to you? The Thunder won that conference. They didn't just fall into that. I agree that they're young and they're inexperienced and they don't have great size. But I'm gonna tell you, man, be careful because you're gonna regret those words. They're a good team, man.
They're not. They've had a great season. But I do not believe that any team, I don't believe they beat the Mavs. I don't believe they beat the Nuggets. I don't believe they beat the Lakers. They're not, they wouldn't be favored against the Nuggets. They wouldn't be favored against the Lakers. They wouldn't be favored against the Timberwolves. They wouldn't be favored against any of those.
This is the greatest situation in NBA history, guys. They get to be the number one seed, and then everybody thinks that they can't beat anybody.
Let me ask you a question.
This is great. Zero pressure for the number one seed.
Would they be favored against the Nuggets?
Not against the Nuggets, but everybody else.
Would they be favored against the Lakers?
They wouldn't be favored probably because dumb money would come in on the Lakers. Because dumb money would come in on it.
But I will say this to you. I get where you're coming from about the Lakers and about the Denver Nuggets, but I think they'd be favored against anybody else in the West.
The Mavericks?
Yes,
Clippers.
even the Mavericks. Excuse me, even the Clippers. Have you seen these brothers play?
Yeah, I have.
Have you seen these young Denver players play in Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
All right, have you seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, my vote for league MVP? You see Jalen Williams?
Yes.
I mean, this kid, Chad Holmgren, is no scrub. They're a bit thin. That's the concern about them. Skill-wise, these brothers can roll with anybody. Anybody.
I like teams that are battle tested, that have been there and done that, and they have not.
All right, that's battle tested. That's a different animal. But you brought up other teams that ain't battle tested. What have they done? They've been around for a while. They ain't done a damn thing.
The Mavs,
come on now.
Luka took them to the Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals. Okay, well, like you just said, they're young, right? So this is their first go at it, right? They're young.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and what normally has to happen when you're young?
I understand. Well, no, but have you not seen exceptions? I mean, when Bird and Magic first came into the league, what were we talking about? They won instantly. Did we not see that? Did we not see that?
Which one is Kareem? Which one is Bird? Which one is Magic?
All right, I got you. Shai Gilgeous, something special, brother. Let's go. Shai Gilgeous, something special. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Everybody better wake up and recognize this brother's special.
We're not losing.
Okay.
We gonna win. We gonna win tonight. We gonna win tonight.
You sure? You sure?
Man, stop.
Stephen A, is it okay? Is it okay if I join you on the screen, or did you just want a bigger shot of yourself? I just want to make sure because I could tell Brandy to adjust it.
I'll take it for now, but for future reference, anytime I get a solo shot today, I would appreciate it. I mean, I am worthy. I am worthy.
You know what, Stephen A, it's so funny because Merriam-Webster called me and I just looked up the definition for narcissist and they changed it. It just says Stephen A. Smith now. So.
Really? Well, you can say that. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Ain't nothing wrong with narcissism from a healthy level of narcissism from time to time. You certainly put it on display at least 5 times a week, Molly.
Elastigirl yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Remember yesterday? Uh-huh. Do we need to bring up yesterday?
Yes or no? Shannon. It's the truth, Shannon.
Yes or no? Molly.
Get her.
Hold on. Is Molly's mic working? Bristol, is Molly's mic working? Because all of a sudden I can't hear a sound.
My mic's working.
What about yesterday?
I just wore an outfit. I didn't talk about it.
He just wore an outfit today.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't sure on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay. Wendy, back to business. If the Lakers and Warriors both don't get out of the play-in, is it a failed season for both?
I don't think so. Here's the thing. The West is really, really good, guys. And like 46 wins for the Warriors. I know that that's 10th. In other years, it would be so much better. Like back when the Warriors won 73 games.